Hello, Fatima here. Welcome to my channel. Excuse the sun and the shadows and all that. I just wanted to record today before I forgot. I've been thinking a lot lately about race and the healthcare system. I'm 30 years old. I have sickle cell disease. I've been pregnant twice. I have 2 healthy kids. I'm married. And I have a handful of experiences that just remind me about the state of our healthcare system, right? We think of the healthcare system as some big governmental, some big official thing, right? But at the end of the day, the healthcare system is our interactions, what we make of it. And the healthcare system is made up of people, human beings, right? And human beings are imperfect. They're not perfect. So I wanted to just come on here and make a quick video about dumb shit healthcare professionals have told me to my face. Not just dumb crap, but racist crap healthcare professionals have said to my face. One very interesting thing I remember, or I've actually got variations of this comment. When I go to the hospital in the middle of the night, I try not to go in the middle of the night anymore, but you know, you just never know when the pain becomes unbearable, when the pain is like really, really bad. So I've gone to the hospital and I'm in a lot of pain. But before I go to the hospital, I still have to brush my teeth, change, be presentable, wash my face, dress okay. It could still be loungewear, but definitely never pajamas. I have to wear my wedding ring. Make sure I'm not ashy. You know, all this I would do anyways because that's just my nature. I like to not be disgusting when I go outside. But when you're in pain, bro, like sometimes you just feel like crap and you can't get yourself together in the same way like you normally would when you're in excruciating pain and you've been in that state for hours and hours and days, you know. Medication's not working, you're weak, you're just not yourself. So it could be, you can be forgiven if you don't, you know, take the best care of yourself at that moment. But as a black woman, as a young black woman going into the hospital requesting some strong medication, you better come correct, you know. Brush your hair, tie it up if you can't brush it. I've learned that I have to brush my teeth. You know, just be presentable, because the healthcare system might not be racist, but people who work in there are racist. Let's not be delusional about this. And the better you present, I found the better that I present, the better care that I receive, which is sad. It's unfortunate, but it's just the truth. Oh, and I always, especially when I was pregnant, I always made sure to wear my wedding ring, because if I didn't wear my wedding ring, I start to get asked questions about, you know, my partner. Do you know who your partner is? Are we sure who the father of the child is? Or do we, like, you know, I guess there are medical questions you have to ask regarding the health of the baby or whatever. But sometimes I just didn't understand how that pertained to my care, the care I was receiving. Anyways, yeah, so number one, I always have to get dressed and look presentable and when going to the hospital, because that dictated the care that I received. Number two, I had to be calm, collected, and really in control of my emotions and my feelings, because the times that I wasn't, that I was just exhausted, tired, and over it. And you know, you go to the hospital and they ask a bazillion questions and ask over and over and over again. Different people come in and ask the same questions, you know. Okay, got it. I know they have to get an intake. Understandable, but over and over again, you know, to someone who's in excruciating pain and just trying to hold on. Despite my pain, despite how I feel, no matter how uncomfortable I am, I still have to make sure that I am speaking softly, that I'm speaking gently, that I'm not offensive, aggressive, you know, all these terms that come along with, you know, being a black person in America. So that's one thing. Dress well, to make sure I dress well, to make sure I speak properly in a way that's not offensive or aggressive. 3, I always try to somehow sneak in my, I don't know if this is right or I just don't know if it's right, but I always have to, I try to wear my wedding ring. I always try to somehow bring up college. I'm college educated, which is so frustrating. Like, I always felt bad doing this, because what if I didn't have a college degree? Who cares? I should still be treated like a human being, right? That's just my right. And this is, I'm paying for this care. It's not like it's this pro bono or something. You're not, like, this is a business. I'm paying you, so get yourself together and give me the care that I deserve, you know? So I don't know, it's just so frustrating as a Black person in this healthcare system. And while I was pregnant, the times I was pregnant, I just had to squeeze my wedding band onto my fat swollen fingers, just by hook or crook, because the respect I got was different. It just was. And it was so frustrating. And the time my husband came with me to the hospital, complete difference in the care that I received. If I'm by myself, maybe I'm a little, like, I get dismissed. People talk over me. People think that they can make decisions about my body, my baby, the nurses, you know, particularly. But I realized that during my pregnancies, I had to go with my husband, and at least for the first few appointments, when I first meet a doctor or a nurse who's going to be seeing me regularly, because my pregnancies were high risk, and just establish that kind of relationship and understanding with my doctor that shows, like, hey, here's my husband, he's on board, he knows what's going on, he's going to be very involved. Because what I've seen is that when healthcare professionals, whether inpatient or outpatient, when they see that you have a solid support system, a family member, when I was younger, my mother or anybody who could come with me to the doctor's appointments or visit me while I was in the hospital, they change. They get their ish together. They're not dismissive. They bring your water on time. When you call, they answer. And it just made me so frustrated and so angry. And you would see the same thing too with elderly people. This goes beyond race too. This point goes beyond race. The point about showing that you have a support system, a network. This makes people, the healthcare professionals, take you more seriously and care for you better. And to all the moms out there or dads who have children with sickle cell disease or any kind of chronic health problem, the more questions you ask, the more inquisitive you are, the more it seems you're involved in your child's care, the better care your kid will get, period. Because you need to advocate for them, somebody needs to advocate for them. And if they feel like you're not advocating for them, they're not being watched, their care isn't being questioned and supervised, they will just give you the bare minimum, really, unless they're like a really good doctor or nurse. But that's just been my experience. It's kind of unfortunate, it's sad, it's just the reality. So to summarize, these are some things I have to do when going to the hospital in order to, you know, account for being Black in America. It sucks. Just really sucks. It's disappointing. I can't wait for this to change, for things to be different. Like, I just cannot wait for that. That would be just an amazing time. What are some things that you've experienced in the healthcare system as a sickle cell patient that just made your blood boil, or that you pretty sure was due to your race? Leave a comment down below. Stay blessed. Keep your head up. No matter how bad things get, we're in control of our minds, and we cannot let them take our spirit and our mind and our hope. It's draining. It's exhausting to be sick all the time, just to be sick back to back and just be drained of energy. And then on top of that, to have people kick you down with snide comments, to think less of you, you know, it wears on your psyche sometimes. But the thing is, we can't allow it to. We need to come together, confide with each other, and just make sure that we preserve our mental health and our mental strength, and that no matter what's going on, that they don't take away our joy. We cannot let them take away our joy. And yeah, keep your head up, take care, have a blessed day.